Hello, my Jason. I want to episode review for episode 5 of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The episode is Toru's Real World Lessons. She thinks she understands it already. And so that was the whole theme of this episode here. We had followed Toru throughout the entire episode, except for minor things here and there, mostly involving Kana and Riko and their growing friendship, I guess you could call it that. But basically Toru, very interesting episode looking at her character and really just seeing that she is very accustomed to human life, at least the best that way she can for herself, and she has no intentions of going back to her home, her real world, or wherever her dragon world is, where dragons do kill humans, and it doesn't really seem like she has that sort of intent. I mean, obviously, from time to time, she has this intention of killing humans, mostly in retaliation towards Kobayashi, especially with the boss, who was berating her throughout the entire first half of the episode. That was the only time where Kobayashi's, at least when Toru was angry and had this desire to kill a human, but even then, she was more sticking up for Kobayashi and tripping the boss. Didn't really do anything malicious towards him, other than just making him the joke of the office and really getting him fired as well, which he deservedly deserved because he was picking on Kobayashi for work that wasn't really important, at least according to the other office members. And so, interestingly, Toru obviously wants to stay because Kobayashi is there in the human world and she is in love with her, and despite Kobayashi not really directing those feelings back towards her. And that's a very interesting distinction there with the translations that are shown and the different intentions that a dub or a translation of what the characters are saying are interpreted. And there's a link description down below of the sort of dangers of translating things in the wrong way and what those translations, if you do them correctly, can interpret for the story and the characters. If you do it incorrectly, it can really interpret a different thing. Put a link description down below, anime feminist post on that sort of idea there, the whole sort of practice in the industry for subs versus dubs, the advantages and disadvantages of both mediums, of whether you enjoy dubbed anime or sub anime. There are different distinctions towards the way people in the studio system sort of translate things and how that is related towards the characters. But the first half of the episode really served Kobayashi as well. She doesn't really remember who she was before Toru came by, and we have no idea as well because we've only seen one instance of her before she met Toru, and that was her drunkenly state, where she invited Toru to her house and become her maid. And other than that, we see Kobayashi has a different outlook on life, and she is much more happier, as a co-worker does mention. So a very interesting thing there. It's pretty cute how also Kobayashi noticed Toru, like she felt her presence, even though she was cloaking herself using her magic. It sounds pretty cute there, how Kobayashi can still notice Toru even when she can't actually physically see her. And the middle part of the episode was with Fafnir. I guess he wants to stay in the human world for whatever reason. We're not really sure why. He didn't really explicitly explain why he wanted to stay in the human world, maybe just for video games perhaps, because he does stay with Takia, who seems to be his only friend in the human world, and they just play video games at his house, and that's why Takia agrees to let Fafnir stay with him. But other than that, Fafnir does give this sort of spiel I mentioned before, where Toru might have to kill humans once again after being accustomed to the human world, but she says that she has no intentions of going back to the dragon world and wants to stay here because of Kobayashi, even though, centuries later, at least a century later, Kobayashi won't be around, but Toru doesn't really care about that. It's all about the here and now. And so I guess speaking on that notion of the here and now sort of thing, we have a nice cute little thing with Toru and Kana, where they see a magic show on television, just more of like ESP tricks and such there, and they want to learn about this, and so they train, quote unquote. So, they just go through a whole training montage, very cool things, especially with the second part of the training montage, where Kana just quits and she wanted to be fed by Kobayashi. At least that's what Toru wanted for Kobayashi. Kobayashi was just giving Kana some food, and Toru wanted to be fed by Kobayashi, so that's pretty cute there. Also some weird other training montages, like crane was involved, a bear and a fish, some weird things that had very little to do with magic tricks, but still Kobayashi understood what Toru wanted to do by learning ESP. It wasn't about being inferior to humans, as she does say. It's more just understanding humans. That's what she wants to learn, because her understanding of humans could probably help her understand Kobayashi as well. And so it's a very interesting look at that character of Toru and what she really wants in her life, and that she wants to understand things that she is incapable of understanding. That's why she's so focused on this ESP thing. And Kobayashi does tell her, just do things for yourself and just really do things in your own lane. You don't have to learn these other things to be understanding of everything in the world, and just keeping your own lane, being true to yourself is really something that Kobayashi really told Toru. Very nice cute scene, very emotional sort of scene where Kobayashi wanted to comfort Toru, but didn't really know how. It seems like, she didn't really know what to say or to do. So it's very cute distinction for those characters and really nice developments of that sort of relationship, sort of kind of relationship between Kobayashi and Toru, but still nice development there. And it seemed like there's a payoff in the end anyway, where Toru did a magic trick of sorts, where she appeared on the TV in the magic box trick, the disappearing trick, and just Kobayashi just splurted out her drink out in the air. It sounds pretty random, but pretty funny as well, because there was a payoff in the whole ESP magic training montage thing. And in between this episode was Kana and Riko, and their little moments at school where Riko basically just copying the whole animation we saw before in the Kana episode, where she had the hearts everywhere coming out of her mouth. She was excited about Kana over every little thing, about sharing a textbook with her and their shoulders touching, Kana in the lunch lady outfit and getting food that she doesn't like from her, and also just little small things that Riko just gauds over Kana about, and sort of reflecting the audience of ourselves, noticing how cute Kana is with every little thing. And so, very cute episode overall, a very nice development of characters and their relationships as well. So for rating this episode, giving this one a 4.5 out of 5. Very minor little nitpick was the whole copying of the animation they used with the Riko gushing over Kana thing. Just very similar towards what they've used before. I understand, all the things that are going on with animation, but still pretty noticeable stuff there. But other than that, it's a really strong episode here, really turning into one of my favorite anime of the season so far. And so what are your thoughts on this episode? Put your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also to like, share, and subscribe as well. Thank you for episode review for episode 5, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The episode is Toru's Real World Lessons. She thinks she understands it already. Who's gonna stay? Bye bye.